Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm up here on Goldmine Road, and I am going to a trail that's on All Trails called the Goldmine Overlook Trail. So from what I read, the trailhead and everything is probably pretty overgrown and hard to find, but it does take you to this small parking lot, and we're going to give it a go. Okay, so this is the parking lot. Right off Goldmine Road, and as you can see, it looks pretty grown the whole way around. However, right here I do sort of see an opening, so let's venture back and see if it goes anywhere. There's some trash here, lots of overgrown parts to this. So I should go back. You know what? I'm going to go back and get my trekking poles because I totally forgot. Okay. Wow. Okay. There's my car over there. Weed path. I come back in through here, and it does appear to be a path. I see some markings on the trees up here, but man, look at this rock field. Holy Hannah. Definitely be careful. So you can go up to this marking here. See, there's a blue stripe, there's two yellow dots, and let's just see how this goes. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic behind me. This is like down a very, very long hill of stones. A little nervous here. Let's see what happens. Okay, from where I was, I walked over to the right. Really does not look like a trail at all. There's some yellow dots here, here, and here, and there's one up there, one on that tree. But look at this. There's no actual path here. So trying to stay on the line that All Trails has marked out. We'll see what happens. We're just gonna keep going, but I would seriously advise you to watch your feet. This seems like this would be prime snake territory. Oh wait, here we go. All right, guys, a path has come to light. Let me follow this back out to my car, or thereabouts. That way I can show you, if you come to this little lot, where the path actually starts. Okay, it's the same deal. You really have to look, because it does indeed come out here. So you can see the road, my car. If you turn around, look for this little opening, you'll see a notice for state game lands and a little horsey sign, and that is the actual path. A little difficult, I have to say. They were right. Hard to find the beginning of the trail unless you know where it is. So there you go. Okay, so this is what we're walking on now. Feel a little bit better about that. Not as overgrown back through here so far. I did see a few more of the yellow circle blazes, yellow dots, but I haven't seen any since the very beginning. Just still see this trail. Very, very woodsy. Bunch of stones. Wow. There's like almost a wall of stones over here, like already. Don't know if that's natural or man-made. Okay, we're coming off of this type of a trail. It almost looks like it dead ends, but apparently there's a path up through here. This trail is making me super nervous. It's not even a long trail. Let's just try to get through here. See, once you get through that grassy patch, it goes back to this kind of a trail. And I guess I'm nervous because there's so many rocks on it, and it just looks like it would be a great place for snakes to just lay around. So I'm trying to click with my poles as I go along to hopefully warn any critters up ahead that I'm coming, and I'm just trying to make as much noise as possible. I mean, that might scare off other wildlife, but I'd rather have that than run into a poisonous snake. You know, I don't care about the other kinds of snakes. It is the rattlesnakes and the copperheads I worry about. In this instance, mostly rattlesnakes. And I'm not sure why one of the reviewers said look out for snakes at the Overlook, but I guess we're gonna find out. There's still some marks here and there on the trees, but as you can see, the trail is super, super rocky. And I had to put on my bug net. Despite all the bug wipe application, it's kind of buggy out here. Let me turn you around to see what you're still going through here. Okay. This, ooh, big spider web. Oh my gosh. All right. I have my poles. Yeah, super rocky. And it's a hot day. This isn't a difficult trail as far as it's not a lot of inclines or, you know, climbing over stuff. But as you can see, there's a lot of rocks, and I get real nervous when there's a lot of rocks because I know that's where a lot of snakes like to hang out. And I just kind of wish this would have just been sporadic, but it isn't. So be forewarned. So it doesn't look like there's too much further to the Overlook. You see that the trail is marked in its own way. This is much better than most of the areas, but it's still very overgrown. I had to bushwhack through some thorns back there. Still having to watch very carefully. Yikes. For snakes, and then there's stuff like this. So I don't know, I kind of haven't been able to enjoy the trail as much as I wanted to because of watching out for what's on the ground. So we're almost there. Okay, I thought it was almost there. I wasn't. You still see these blue every now and again, but I'm telling you, it is super buggy. Look at all this debris laying around. I mean, that's prime for bugs. And the trail you go through and you're almost bushwhacking a bunch of times. It'll come out to places like this, but you're still swarmed by all the bugs. I don't know if there's too much I could say to recommend this trail. I'm just hoping that the Overlook makes up for it, because otherwise I would not come back. Okay guys, apparently the Overlook is there, so there is nothing to mark this. I went about a quarter mile past it until my ultras blinged and told me I was going the wrong way. Not happy about that. And then trying to find this, it doesn't even look like a path. I mean, I can see where there would be an overlook here, but look what you got to go through. Not real happy about this. It's all very bushwhacky. There's the wall in front of me. Just praying no critters jump out. But it does look like a place that there would be critters. So we're going to proceed very carefully. See how in the heck we are supposed to get up here. And getting bit a lot. So sorry for the shaky camera work. This looks like it might be a place, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can safely get up there. Okay guys, up on the top of this rock, right by that tree you just saw, and this is the view. So I'll try to get the best I can. It is quite a view, I will say that. This is all rock, and I assume from some of the reviews that if you continue to follow that trail, you'll come up to the rock wall on Gold Mine Road, the Chinese wall, I imagine, which I had been on earlier back in the winter time. Marvelous view though. You can see a road out there. I don't know what it is, but cars are going on it. This is a view going down the wall, the rock wall. The path is down there that we were on, and it keeps going for a ways, and I imagine it sounds like it goes up to the high wall, boxcar rocks, Chinese wall, all called different things, but definitely a hot spot, I would imagine, for snakes. So, you know, not going to do too much, but look over here, over yonder, down below us. Pretty interesting. So I'm just standing here looking around. It's a pretty hot day, folks. It's 84 when I started out, and even though I've been in the woods, I'm quite sweaty. But I'm looking around at these beautiful mountains. Taking a real quick break here because I'm not looking forward to going back through all that is that trail. It's definitely not ideal, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so the best I can tell you guys is when you get close to where it turns off on the trail you're following, just look at the map, because you'll pass a whole bunch of debris and fallen trees, and you can kind of view it back there just a little bit. But if you're not paying attention because you're looking down for snakes like I was, you're not going to see it, and you may have to backtrack. But for now, I'm back on this not so great trail. Right now it's okay, it just gets worse, I know this. I'm going back to the car. Interesting. I'm not going to rate the trail real high because very little maintenance. This is a part that it is maintained, but this is very brief, short periods of time. Yeah, this is up to my waist. Please wear long pants. Definitely. We will be doing some bushwhacking. That was kind of mild. I guess this trail would be much more pleasant probably in late fall, even in early winter when there wasn't so much overgrowth and bugs. Believe it or not, this is the path. Anyway, I knew it was because I came up through it before. Still trying to bang my way around here. And eventually it comes back out to a clearer spot. But that doesn't mean it's really clear. The only thing really telling you you're on trail is you'll see in different spots there's like a little rock wall here that someone laid down, although it's not consistent. But if you see it every now and then, you'll know that you're still on trail. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of what the trail was like, so I'm gonna try to finish this out, and I'll see you at the bottom unless something really cool shows up. This is the thorn bush part. Like, it doesn't even look like a freaking trail. Can't wait till fall. I can wear my tactical pants, which are much thicker and durable, more thorn proof than this. Oh my gosh. Okay, almost back. I remember this stone. I wanted to get a little video while I was passing. It kind of reminds me of a tombstone in the middle of the trail. Just certain angles. It's just jutting up like that. There's a couple more smaller ones jutting up that direction, but that one's pretty big. And as you can hear the road up there, we're almost back to the car. Hi guys, I forgot to do my outro from the video and at the trailhead when I left, so I got home and decided to finish this up. I wanted to let you know that the trail, I rated that at a 1 on all trails, mainly because it really was overgrown and it hadn't obviously been maintained for a very long time, and I just felt it was not, it could have been better. Now I feel like too, though, it depends on what season you would go in. If you go very early spring before all the foliage comes up, or if you go in late fall, early winter when there's not a lot of foliage, it might be better. The view was spectacular. I really enjoyed the view up there, but getting to that overlook, I would have never, if I didn't have my All Trails map in front of me and it wouldn't have blinged for me to turn around, I would have never found it. It's very hard to spot, so there's no signs, you know, pointing to the overlook, no obvious path up to it. So here's my recommendations. Bring a bug net, an over-the-head bug net. Wear a hat. There is some overhead brush as well on the trail. Wear long pants. There's a lot of overgrowth and weeds. Some of it was up to my waist, like the ferns mainly. And also wear good shoes and pay attention. Bring your trekking poles. I did a lot of tapping on rocks and through the brush and stuff because I was a little concerned about, you know, snakes. And like I said, I think it would be a great trail in another season, and I'm not sure if I'll go back or not, but there you go. It's up to you. If you want to go try it out, you know, go for it. But I hope you're all having a nice week, and I will see you next time. Namaste.